Welcome to One on One. I'm Greg Bassett, your host from the Salisbury Independent newspaper. It's my favorite show of the year. We've got our friend Caroline O'Hare in the house to talk about the National Folk Festival. Welcome, Caroline.
Thank you for having me here.
It's like here. It's time already. It feels like it should be far off, but it's like in 2-3 weeks.
23 days.
Oh my gosh.
From today.
Not that you're counting or anything.
Not at all. No, we moved it up earlier and by a few weeks. So it is here. It is coming. We'll have our production crew and operations crew on site in like a week and a half. And oh my goodness, I can't believe it. But I'm really excited because we have so many wonderful parts of the festival that are coming back this year. And people are excited to be going to events. I was just at National Night Out. That was packed.
Huge crowd.
Huge. Riverfest, huge crowds. That was an amazing event. Third Fridays have been fantastic. So I know this year we're going to have a wonderful crowd and everyone's excited. So I am too.
So this thing has really taken off. It's just amazing what it's done to our community, how we feel about ourselves. Just, you know, we're special for a week, and it's just, I just can't believe how great it's been.
It's been really important, I think, for our community, not only on the economic impact, but like you said, the civic pride. I think there's always been that civic pride, but we're now actually able to sort of see it. And it's, again, not just with the folk festival. You see it every weekend at the amphitheater, at the concerts, or at the movies, or at the farmers market, or all these different festivals that are going on and events at the two community centers, at the city park. You see people really engaging with their neighbors and with their community and taking advantage. When I was at City Park for National Night Out, I just started taking pictures of the water and the trees, and I was like, this is such an incredible resource the city has.
Yeah.
It is gorgeous, and we're very lucky to have it. And I'm so happy that we're finding new opportunities to showcase Salisbury.
And the awareness of this event stuns me. I've got a couple National Folk Festival t-shirts that I wear, and I'm not a t-shirt guy, but I'll wear them around. And people always they always comment on the shirt because they're intrigued. They have a connection to the folk festival. It's amazing.
Yeah, I love going around Salisbury and spotting festival shirts from different years.
Yeah.
It's really cool. I've seen you in yours.
Yeah.
But it's just a nice memento from doing something good for your city and for your community. I was just reaching out to all our volunteers that have signed up so far, giving them information about our orientation at the Civic Center, which will happen on Wednesday, August 24th, and giving them information about where to park and things like that. But what I mainly wanted to say to them was thank you, because they are the ones that step up. They're the ones that you see at all these events that are constantly helping out. And I'm seeing more and more of those people get excited to volunteer in different areas. That being said, we still need a ton of volunteers. 23 days. There are a few areas that need some extra help. Bucket Brigade always. Bucket Brigade is fun.
It's fun.
You basically get to dance. The artists on stage usually are calling you out,
Yeah.
and giving you shout outs. You pass out stickers. My daughter does it every year. So try to not donate to the Bucket Brigade when a 7-year-old asks you for $1 and they'll give you a sticker. It's almost impossible. It's emotional blackmail. But it's a lot of fun. You party, you have fun, you dance, and people like seeing you there. So Bucket Brigade's huge. We also need help with transportation, festival desk, and music logging. And then, of course, site setup, which is a lot of fun. Come out, help the operations crew put together signs, things like that. But if people are interested in volunteering, we would love for them to sign up. You can go to shoregetconnected.org. National Folk Festival is on there. If you have any questions, you can contact our volunteer coordinator, Susan Rogers. She's at volunteer@nationalfolkfestival.com. You can volunteer for 3 hours. You can volunteer for 3 days. It's a lot of fun. You'll be part of the community. You'll get one of those great shirts that you see around and people comment on.
Yeah, it's really cool. Now the pandemic obviously kind of messed things up a little bit, but we still prevailed throughout. There was one year that we didn't, but I'm saying we like I'm part of it. That you prevailed, that we all prevailed. But this year, are we back, baby? Is it one of those things?
Are we back? We are back, baby. We still have a COVID policy that we are working with our artists and crew and with few select volunteers that have very close contact with some health compromised people and with artists. We obviously are following CDC, state, local guidelines, and we meet with safety officials leading up to the festival rather often, and so decisions are made about COVID as we get closer. But we're sort of seeing where we are with our community levels, and it's okay to have an outdoor event. The CDC says it's a low risk. If you're not comfortable in large crowds, we understand, but you can also wear a mask. This is a mask-friendly event, and what that means is if someone chooses to wear a mask, we respect that decision. There's no looking down at people that wear masks. When I see someone approach me with a mask, every once in a while I ask them, like, hey, would you like me to also wear a mask? Would that make you more comfortable? So I always carry a mask with you, and that might be a good idea at the festival. Carry one with you. You might run into someone that is having health issues that really...
It's just polite.
I know.
I don't understand it's just polite.
What's really nice about it is it shows your compassion and that you care for other people. If you forget your mask, we'll have masks at guest services and at the visitor center and different locations around, so you can pick up a mask there. And that's a new thing that we've done is we've combined first aid and information services into guest services.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
Yeah, so that's sort of a new thing this year. If you need a map, schedule, if you need a little medical assistance, maybe you're overheated or you'd like an EMT to check you out, one's right there to help with any of your needs. We also will be providing accessibility maps at guest services. That's something new this year. Accessibility maps will show the distances between the stages, as well as the pathways that are clear for mobility devices, which includes wheelchairs. We also are creating seating at the front of each of the stages for mobility devices so that they have a place to park their chair or whatever device they are using. And then we also will have a courtesy cart at the festival. We'll have 3 of them. There's thousands and thousands of people, baby steps here, but we'll have 3 running in a loop, and those carts will be prioritized for those people in need. So people with mobility issues, elderly, pregnant, injured, someone in need. You don't need to have a card that shows that you have a need. You don't need to have some sort of device or an aid to show you have some need. We just ask that you let those carts be used for people that really need help getting from one area to the other. So we're very happy to have that. They will be clearly marked. I'm trying to get little lights to put on top of the carts right now because the other golf carts that are running around really are doing work and can't pick up people.
Right.
So we'll have these clearly marked courtesy carts, courtesy of U.S. Wind. So thank you to them. Roaming around during the festival. I'm very excited about that.
How many stages this year?
We have 4 stages. We have the Richard A. Henson Foundation stage, which will be close to the GOB. We have
Government Office Building on North Division Street. Sorry.
Sorry, I call it the GOB. Thank you for correcting me. The Purdue Dance Pavilion. So the dance stage is back, baby. There we got our back, baby there. We all have the Purdue Dance Pavilion. That'll be on
lot 1.
Thank you.
Sorry,
yes.
I'm sorry.
No, I appreciate you saying that because that means that you have looked at our map, which is available on our website at nationalfolkfestival.com. If you go to the schedule, it will have a link where you can open up the map and check out where all the stages are. We'll also have the Maryland Folklife stage, which will be close to the parking garage. And then the Tidal Health stage, which will be over at where the Jay Copeland concert was.
Right.
We have a few areas that are coming back, which I'm very excited about. And if you'd like me to stop just rambling on for hours.
Go. This is exciting for me.
Okay.
It's, like I said, it's my favorite show of the year.
Okay. We have a few areas that are back this year, which I am super excited about. The Festival Marketplace is back in its original location close to the old Parker Place building.
Right, and that's a great thing. Those vendors in there, those artists, it's great to stroll through there and see their stuff.
Yeah, we have some incredible artists, some returning, some new artists from all over the state of Maryland, as well as parts of Delmarva. I'm just so happy that they're back, and we've tried to support them in the years that we've been unable to host them in various ways, and I'm happy they'll be there. We also will have our family area back, as well as street performances. So we'll have juggling, and we'll have storytelling and skateboard demonstrations and hula dancing in that area. Avery Hall has generously funded the family area, so thank you, Avery
Good.
Hall. Right next to the family area will be this special area focused around Purdue. It's called Purdue, Proud of Our Maryland Heritage. They'll have an exhibit talking about the history of Purdue and their impact on the community. They'll have a touch-a-truck, so you can get up into a big semi and see what that's like. And they'll also have a food truck, which will be giving out samples of a new product they have out soon.
Now, there's so much food at this thing. We talk about the music, and we'll talk about all the music, but the food's amazing. These vendors come in from other places. There's local vendors. You get to try new stuff. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. There's a few vegetarian choices, which is good for me because I'm a vegetarian. And then you've got ribs, and you've got crab cakes, and you've got, huge turkey legs and shawarma and all that fun stuff. And then lots of sweet treats, of course, shaved ice and smoothies and frozen coffees and all that fun stuff. So really excited that we're able to host a ton of food vendors as well. But we also want to highlight I think it's 17 or 18 different restaurants, bars, and cafes in the downtown area.
Right, there are restaurants based right in the downtown, and we want to promote their businesses as well.
Exactly. So we point people towards our downtown shops and restaurants. We have it in the program as well as on our website, because we want them to succeed just as much as we want to succeed. So I know that there are a few vendors that are already planning to come out onto the sidewalk. Mogan's was out last year. Rody Joe's is usually out. Room and Board, Mayabella's Pizza, will be out and about, and I'm sure you'll see a few others.
Now, we just finished the Folk Festival Guide at the Salisbury Independent,
Yes.
which we produced for you. I haven't seen it yet, but I keep hearing good things, and I know it's good because it's a real good crew that puts it together. And it's going to be online, I think, like immediately. So that'll be great.
Yeah, I heard that it's going to be online soon and in your paper even sooner. I think a few of the monthlies have started receiving it,
Right.
and then we'll probably see it in the Salisbury Independent in the next week or so.
So I rely on that thing to figure out what musical act I'm going to look at. I just read the little synopsis and figure out whether I can connect with it. But can you tout somebody? Can you help promote somebody who I need to go see this year?
That's a good one. Well, obviously, I am going to love seeing EU featuring Sugar Bear.
Yeah.
At the Dance Pavilion and at Tidal Health. That's going to be a lot of fun. Go-Go just gets everyone moving. You sort of can't stop when they start playing. There is Walter Wolfman Washington. He is fantastic to watch. He's wonderful. Diana Greenleaf and Blue Mercy, which is a blues band. Fantastic. Let's see. Wiley and the Wild West, who is a cowboy yodeler. I think he's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm going to like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. And then
Because Riders in the Sky, I've been a big fan of Riders in the Sky, so I love the cowboy yodeling.
Oh, it's
I
wonderful.
think I'm going to really enjoy that.
Montana actually, the state of Montana actually just put out a post. They're like, "Hey, our very own Wiley will be at the National Folk Festival." I'm like, "Thanks, Montana." So that was pretty cool.
And who names her kid Wiley? I mean, that's just awesome.
Wiley Gustafson.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone that's awesome does.
It's like a Garrison Keillor made up name, but anyway, sorry, go ahead.
Yes, that's a good name too.
Yeah.
But also the street performers. I'm really looking forward to Robert Clark, who is a juggler and a street magician, I believe. So he'll be a lot of fun. And another area that I'm excited for is the Maryland Traditions Folklife demonstration area.
Right, that's back.
It's back. It was there last year, but not as full.
Right.
This year, it's like they just were like, everyone come.
Right.
Everyone, let's do this. And the theme is Maryland at work. So there's lots of ways that we're showing that Maryland's traditions and occupations and in recreation and in community is so varied and so vibrant. There's, I'm looking around, there's, what do you call it? Amusement park ride, restoration person, Joanne Guilfoy from Troopers.
Right.
A mast carver, a Puerto Rican moonshine distiller.
I can't wait for that one.
That should be fun. Oh gosh, so many. I'm going around like, there's a woolworkers.
We're gonna have me there typing and talking on the phone.
Exactly.
Demonstrating how a newspaper's made.
Yes. It's a smaller booth, but that would be awesome. I think showing because you work on a large printing press, right? And you press each of the papers yourself.
I have to lay the letters in and yeah.
I mean, it's an art form.
Yeah.
But we've got some really amazing tradition bearers, and that should be a lot of fun in that area. And I hope that people really enjoy it.
You talk about the street performers, and that's my favorite thing because it's like what do they call those? Where the mobs, flash mob or whatever, like you sort of see a guy like wandering around and then all of a sudden they start performing and then people gather around and you don't really know what's going to happen and it's really cool. It's so spontaneous.
Yeah, it's like your typical street busker, except we planned it and there's a schedule.
Right. Right.
But it is a lot of fun. They engage with the crowds. It's not something where you sit in chairs and watch them on stage. You encircle them. They bring you into the act. There's the skateboarding demo, which I think a lot of folks are going to enjoy, especially our younger friends, as well as this wonderful storyteller, Gene Tagaban, who's Native American, does this incredible sort of dance and storytelling from his traditions. And it's just, I love street performers because it's where you're walking around, you're going from one stage to the other, and then suddenly it's almost like a special performance just for you.
Yeah, it's really cool. Mm-hmm. So the date has changed. It's before Labor Day this year, but that's the time of our best weather.
It's sunny. You're right. It's a lot of fun. It might be a little hot, but I was, like I said, at National Night Out, and heat does not bother folks here. Stay hydrated, wear sunscreen. We'll have water bottle refill stations around the area, so you bring your water bottle, you can fill that up. But yeah, it's a wonderful time. It's like the last moments of summer, and you've had this great break, and before you go back to school, or if you're a teacher or work on that schedule, it's like that last hurrah. So
just real quick, bluegrass. You know I love that the most. Anybody from bluegrass that I need to see?
Deanne Bradley.
Okay.
In fact, she was part of our virtual celebration, and she had so much fun recording that for us. She wanted to actually come to Salisbury, so we brought her in, and you're going to love her. She is this incredible sort of Appalachian storyteller, but her music is just incredible, and I hope you get to see her at the festival.
Now, this is your fourth time doing this? Fifth time? Fourth time? Fifth time.
18, 19. Fourth live.
Fourth live, and one in
Fifth,
between.
One virtual. So
Right.
Fifth year. It's the 5th year of our 3-year residency.
So have you gotten any better at it?
Yeah, I think we have. Have we gotten any better? I
Well,
think we
think back
have.
on all the things that were a problem when you first started.
Oh my God,
They don't
yes.
even mush your hair anymore. I mean, things that used to ruin the day don't even sidestep you at all. You can figure out how to deal with everything.
Yeah, no, obviously, one of the ways that we improve each year is we have a survey that goes out, and if you open up the program, the Salisbury Independent and Delaware State News produced for us, you'll see there's a QR code or website link that you can click on and share your thoughts on how we can improve. We also do tons of debriefs after the festival with different areas to find ways to improve. And you see that each year. There's something else is added on or adjusted. For example, the stage at the government office building, which is the Richard A. Henson stage this year. That is all the way down Division, and there's chairs and a big stage at the end, right? When it's sunny, everyone goes to the side.
Right.
So you've got all these empty seats, all these people on the side in the shade.
Right.
And when it's raining, everyone goes to the side.
Right.
So guess what we decided to do? We tented that stage. So now you can be in the shade. You can be out of the rain. That stage will be a large, very large tented stage down Division. And that's just one of the ways that we've listened to our festival goers when they filled out surveys saying, hey, we need more tents. So no problem, we got you covered.
That's really cool because my office is right there, and I feel bad because people block the door, and I'm like this guy,
They'll
like
still
get
block
out of the way, it's my favorite stage. I know the Title Health stage should be my favorite because it's the bigger venue, but I love the intimacy of that North Division Street stage.
It's a good stage. You've got the beautiful courthouse lawn there, which people can relax on and watch the music from there, and then the food vendors right around the corner, and so many restaurants and stuff right there. So it's a great location. But you talked about the Title Health stage. Another great thing about that is we have our partners at Delmarva Public Media broadcasting live once again. From that stage, they'll be broadcasting on WSDL and WESM all 3 days. So we're very thankful that they're doing that. So if you can't attend the festival, you can listen to the festival on the radio.
Everybody likes to complain about parking. I don't get it. Maybe I know too much, but there's nowhere to park. There's plenty of places to park.
There are plenty of places to park, but I bet you this year it's going to be tight because so many people are coming out. But there are spaces. If you go onto our website and look under, I think it's directions and parking, there's a map that shows all the different lots and the parking garage, which holds about 700 cars.
Right.
All the different lots in the area, including the lots behind Title Health, which are available for people to park in.
Right.
There are thousands of parking spots.
You just walk right down the hill and you're there. It's right there.
It's
Yeah.
right there. Plus, we have our bike valet. So bike in, you don't even have to worry about your bike. They'll watch your bike, and when you're ready to go home, they'll give you your bike back. So it's in a secure location. You have someone taking care of it, and it's a great way. And you know, at Riverfest, I had a few friends that actually boated in. They boated to the marina and then just walked down Main Street and went right to Riverfest. So that's another way to get here. There's lots of different ways to get here, and even walking.
Right. Which we would always encourage, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But this year we're not going over, the footprint's
We're
not going over
over.
Fitzwater Street. It's
No,
not going
we're
over
not.
there. Okay.
So we're not closing Mill Street. We're not closing Carroll. So that alleviates some traffic issues, which was another response to a survey early on.
Now, I know you have plenty of volunteers, so you don't need anyone to sign up and help.
We do.
You do.
We do need help. Of course, we need help. And honestly, people start deciding to sign up right before the festival.
Right.
But we'd love to have you sign up now so we know that we have these shifts filled. Again, Bucket Brigade is huge. That's how we fund the festival. One of the main ways we fund it is through donations. And then transportation, we need to get our artists to the stage. That would be great. Music loggers, very important. And a whole host of other areas. If you go to nationalfolkfestival.com and click on volunteer, you'll see all the different descriptions. Again, Susan Rogers, our volunteer coordinator, can help you out. But it's a lot of fun. You get a free t-shirt.
And you'll have that big Civic Center event where everyone comes and they can figure out what they
Exactly.
want to do. Okay.
Yeah, we'll have our volunteer orientation and we'll say thank you. I'm trying to think of some sort of door prize for those people that come. You'll get your festival shirt then, and then you'll have a breakout session. So say you are with music logging, you will meet with that team leader and the system supervisor. We have all these titles. And they'll train you on how to record and log and take notes for the performances. And other areas have different trainings.
And you've got plenty of money. You don't need any donations.
We don't need any donations. Thank goodness. I'm so excited I won that Mega Millions lottery thing.
I knew I liked you.
Yeah. No, of course. We have some spectacular sponsors and donors who have given generously year after year after year, and we are so thankful for them. We obviously still need to fundraise and do well on sales to meet our budget. We're not making money off of this event. We're, trying to break even.
Right.
Because the purpose of this event is to have a free and accessible festival. And in order to do that, we can't charge. So we have to raise money in different ways.
Yeah, and the community pride thing you talk about, showing off our community, it succeeds on those levels so well.
Well, thank you.
So what about next year?
Next year, we kick off the Maryland Folk Festival. It's the same festival, different name. The National moves on to another host city, and we continue on with our Legacy Festival. So we'll still have a large-scale, outdoor, free festival. We'll be working again closely with Maryland State Arts Council, having Maryland Folklife, as well as different stages and areas and marketplace and food and all that fun stuff. So it'll still be that big event. It'll just be a different name.
Okay, National Folk Festival, what are the dates?
The dates are August 26, 27, and 28.
That's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
That's correct. And we would love to see you there. Again, if you can volunteer, please do. If you can't, please come to the festival. Have a great time. The theme this year is have fun. Just have fun, be kind, have a great time. We can't wait to see you at the end of August.
And the website?
NationalFolkFestival.com.
She's Caroline O'Hare. She's the director of the National Folk Festival here in Salisbury, and we're so thrilled she had time to be with us here today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm Greg Bassett from the Salisbury Independent newspaper. Another edition of 101 right here on PAC 14.
First Shore Federal is proud to support PAC 14 and one-on-one. We'd encourage every business to support PAC 14 and pick a program and support it, and let's make a difference.